guys, I'm Layla. Welcome to raidlore Stories. Today's lore story is going to be for one of the brand new mythic champs that was added into the game, Toshiro the Bloody. Let's see what his Super Saiyan form looks like. Okay, he looks really cool. He looks like he could be in Mortal Kombat or something, right, guys? Drop me a comment down below what you think. Let me see what his face looks like. Is he wearing a mask? I think he's wearing like a mask under there too. Looks really neat. Like it quite a bit. I like if you pay attention to his design, his tattoos are like shimmering. The fire's almost alive. They did such a good job. Drop me a comment down below what his fatality would be. And here we go. Let's check out his lore story. To many, Toshiro the Bloody was once one of the Shadowkin Rebellion's finest warriors. A master of guerrilla warfare, he was zealous in his hatred of the autocracy, and the merciless slaughters he inflicted on the Makaj earned him his moniker. He had a potent detestation of demon spawn in particular, how they twisted and corrupted what he saw as good and natural. He was also deeply frustrated that the demon spawn could not truly be killed. At best, they could be banished, often in clashes that claimed the lives of many of his irreplaceable warriors, and then return. In this way, they rendered so many sacrifices made in fighting them futile. Toshiro swore to change this, but found no way of dealing a true blow to the demon spawn infested yokai until he countered Zetsche, a dark sorceress in league with the autocracy. When a force of Toshiro's warriors captured her, she pleaded for her life, claiming that she'd been possessed by a demon that had fled her body when it realized she was going to be taken. Toshiro had heard traitors lie many times and raised his great two-handed sword to strike off Zetsu's head, but her next words gave him pause. She said that she had heard of this quest to permanently end the demon spawn threat, and that during the years of her supposed possession, she had learned of ways of shriving a demon from its mortal host. Provided such an act of powerful magic was performed with enough skill, the demon could be bound to something, rather than someone, else before it was banished to Anathrad. In this way, they might be trapped for eternity, without the need for them to be continually monitored if they were taken prisoner. Such a claim was too good for Toshiro to ignore. While he threatened Zetsche a painful death if she deceived him, he spared her life, and employed her arcane abilities against her former masters. Their first attempt yielded hopeful results. The sorceress successfully rent a demon's essence from the body of the mortal who had claimed, but it was banished to Anathrad. Toshiro ordered the experiments to continue even as the rebellion neared its final victory. He pursued his increasingly single-minded quest for a lasting triumph over the demon spawn. The rebellion's leaders were disturbed by his cooperation with Zetsche, yet Toshiro ignored all their pleas. He desisted. He slipped into obsession, recusing himself from strategic meetings in favor of capturing more demon spawn. Even his veteran warriors were disturbed, coming to only follow him out of fear that the slightest misstep would see Toshiro kill them. Not long after the rebellion's victory, Toshiro captured a powerful demon spawn named Vorspawn and subjected him to Zetsu's magics. The creature roared as the sorceress mumbled her incantations. The combined sound making Toshiro's teeth itch and nose bleed. She wove her arms in ways that seemed beyond the capabilities of human physiology, yet gave her no visible discomfort. After 2 hours of ceaseless struggling, Zetsche bound the demon to Toshiro's sword. He took the weapon and was awed by the power within. It, Vorspawn, whispered to him, saying that the might was his to wield. Something in the voice told Toshiro not to trust it, but, elated overconfident, he embraced it nonetheless. The mortal host Vorspawn had possessed lay on the ground catatonic, nothing remaining of his own self. Toshiro raised his sword and brought it down upon the man. He felt strong, agile, fast, more alive than ever before. Cuts from the possessed steel never healed, and the blade absorbed the enemy's blood, draining their very life force, which empowered Toshiro's muscular vigor. The more he killed, the more he wanted to kill. He told no one of the whispers. When rebel leaders heard what Toshiro had done, they decided he had gone too far. Meddling in dark magics and listening to the aid of a demon, even if it was seemingly unwilling, it all pointed toward his corruption. The rebels sent warriors who demanded Toshiro surrender his sword and leave Yokai for good. Had he not been such a hero to the cause, he would have been executed. Furious, Toshiro refused to submit. When those sent to punish him drew their blades, he drew upon all of Vorspawn's power and cut them down. He saw reflected in the flat of his blade the transformation he went through. To some dark form of himself, it was horrified. Had he made a mistake all along? He shook it off. He had found a way to thwart the demon spawn, yet his once allies had made him the enemy. Clearly, only he was willing to take the action necessary for complete victory. He fled Yakai, accompanied only by Zetsche. Toshiro stalked the Cloudspire Mountains, brooding over his fate. As years passed, Zetsche died, but Toshiro lost none of his youth and strength, something Vornsporn gladly took credit for. From afar, he watches Yakai settle into a new era of relative peace and prosperity. Vornsporn taunted him with claims that demons yet ruled Yakai in secret, and Toshiro's bitterness over his mistreatment gnawed at him. He became convinced that there were dark forces still at play within the kingdom, which he had to expunge. Toshiro soon returned to Yakai with the goal of ending the demonic conspiracy he is sure lies at the heart of the realm. Yet, this noble goal stands in contrast to a figure who now seems steeped in dark magics and hears the whispers of a demon wherever he goes. Perhaps Vornsporn had intended to be captured all along. Certainly, Toshiro's belief that he is the demon's master is looking more misguided with every passing moment, and each time he summons its power to aid him, its hold over him grows. For Vornsporn's part, once he has fully claimed Toshiro, he will have no need for a new host body, and be able to claim Yakai for himself in the chaos of the once rebels' reckoning. Wow, guys, what did you think of that story? Okay, I actually really like this one. I like how they made it so he basically has this demon-possessed weapon, and that's what's causing him to transform from this form to this one, right? And I really do think it kind of fits the whole Shadowkin faction in totality as well too, because this faction, like, they're ninja, they're samurai, they're oni. Basically their lore story is, you know, they've been fighting demons for a while, and some of them actually mix in with demons as well too. So I think that this fits really well, and I actually like the story quite a bit. Drop a comment down below on what you think for the lore story for this new mythic Toshiro the Bloody, and thanks for watching.